Hi everybody. We're gonna be talking about the 1911 from Vanguard. Uh, First things first. For the muzzle, you want to go ahead and put on the M1929 silencer. For the sound suppression, vertical recoil control, and horizontal recoil control, you're losing a little bit of aim down sight speed. That's not really all that bad. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get that all back later. Uh, Second thing you want to do for your barrel is put on the Cooper full auto. For one, you get full auto. Yeah, it does take off a little bit of accuracy damage and range. Really not that big of a deal when you have a gun that's literally full auto. For your optic, put on the slate reflector for the maximum like sight. I think y'all know what I'm trying to get. If you don't, the best you can, if you already have that, you can put on the MK3 or the Mark 3 reflector. If you don't like that, put on the Mark 8 reflector. It's really good just to put the slate reflector on. It's also the first one you actually get for this, besides the Nadar Model 47, the Mark 3 sun filter. But it's better just put on the slate reflector for just more picture. For your perk one, you want to put on Vital for increased torso damage, and you're just losing a little bit of control. Not really all that big of a deal. For perk 2, you want to put on fully loaded. If you don't really need fully loaded, you can put on sprint speed, but it's really good to put on fully loaded. So that's what we're going to be putting on today. For your rear grips, you just want to put on the the stippled grip tape or it's not tape, it's just stippled grip, really. I really don't understand the point of it. But for recoil control, or not recoil control, but recovery, initial firing recoil. So like initial firing recoil is pretty much when you shoot first couple of bullets, your recoil will sway up and down depending on how much you're pulling back, and then it's just kind of it's like a, how do I say it? It's like a bouncy ball. When it hits the floor, it goes up higher, and then after a long time, it just kind of like evens itself out. It gets faster, but it evens itself out in the long run until it lands on the floor. That's pretty much what initial firing recoil is. Is the first couple of bullets will it'll be up and down, and then it'll just goes to a straight shot. For your magazine, just put on the 45 ACP 18 round mags. Pretty much the most amount of ammunition you could get, but yeah, you're losing aim down sight speed and reload quickness and movement speed. Again, not that real big of a deal since you already have a bunch of it. For your ammunition, just put on the hollow point, and they did have a bit of a nerf to these, just a little bit. It was the decrease the limb damage, or to decrease the damage just a little bit, but not too much. You can put on incendiary. I've said it multiple times. I just don't like it, so that's why I'm putting on hollow points. For your trigger action, put on the lightweight trigger. I know it might seem smart to put on the hair trigger or the rapid action. It's really not. Just put on the lightweight trigger. It's just better in the long run. So, because you put this on, you're losing aim walking steadiness and aiming stability. With a rapid trigger, you're losing recoil control. Might give you a little bit more fire rate, but little, it's just better to put on the lightweight trigger because you're just gaining fire rate, and there's no con, so it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you might look in the bottom left corner and see, oh, these are kind of shit stats because the accuracy is low, the range is low, the mobility is low. Not that real big of a deal, but since these things are pretty much OP'd, but like, so accuracy is, it might seem like it's low, it's really not, because it's just a couple of bullets and then they're dead. And plus this thing is complete full auto, which honestly is kind of broken. And the one thing I don't like about it is that it holds 18 rounds. If I did my math correct, back then, your average, well, in real life, not in Warzone, but back then in World War II, your average 1911 held about 8 bullets. Actually, I take that back. This does look about appropriate, but it held about 8 bullets. Yeah, no, this looks about appropriate. It looks like it would hold 1 bullet in the chamber and then 18 in the barrel. But in this game, that's not how it works. But yeah. But yeah, no, this holds 18 rounds, which is sadly the highest you can go. I kind of don't understand it, but yeah. I mean, it's literally just a SMG at this point. But yeah, I think that's gonna cap the video, so you don't have to keep listening to me talk about World War II and guns the whole time. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.